Hello YouTube and vinyl community, this is Todd VJ, and this is a little something different I thought I'd do. I've been planning to do this for a while, so I'm finally doing it. I'm calling this another kind of record collection, and it's all about these bad boys. Chu-Bops. Chu-Bops were little gum candy that were shaped in the shape of records that they came out with back in the early 80s. This is the first one of the series, ABBA. That's number 1. There's a whole set of them. I don't know exactly how many. I could probably find out pretty quick. About 70 or so. 75 maybe. There's 58 in the regular series, and then there's a Beatles set and a Rolling Stones set. So anyway, just thought I'd show these to you real quick. Starting off, I'll show you some of the ones that are harder to get, I guess. I've got almost a full set. I thought I had a full set until I went through them again and realized I'm missing 2 of them. But I've got them all in, sealed, mint condition. Well, sealed anyway. Some of them have solid gum in them. Some of them don't. But this is one of the a little bit harder to find. Judas Priest, and then I also had this Judas Priest, which is not so bad. This is probably one of the toughest ones to get. Is Moving Pictures by Rush. If I could get the glare off of it. It's one of the toughest ones to find. They had a second Rush as well, or this one came out before the other one, Permanent Waves, and this was number 7. So it was from the. They had like 6 different series of these things, and this was in the first series, 9 in each series. So yeah, those 2. They even had a David Bowie one, Scary Monsters. And this is also, along with Rush, this is probably the toughest one. Rush is probably tougher than this one, actually, because people saved these because they knew they'd be worth something someday, I guess. But yeah, these things were like 30 cents in the store. 25, 30 cents. Get down, cat. Yeah, most people just open them up, chewed them, never collected the whole set. I know I never did. I vaguely remembered them from childhood, and went to seek them out one time and found them. So this is kind of cool. This is a Chu-Bops album. Basically, you could send in. I think there was an order form in the. I'm going to open one of these up in a minute, but I think there's an order form in one of those where you could order this Chu-Bops album, and you could probably display all your Chu-Bops in there. These are all opened in here, but I got it this way. I don't have any of these from when I was a kid. These are all, I bought them all more recently, so that's like the first, I don't know, first 16 of them that they made, all in this little album. It's just like an album. So yeah, you could buy a bunch of those, fill up your whole thing, and have them all on the shelf. But I'm not going to go that far. Sorry, this cat really bugs me when I'm trying to make a video. So yeah, those ones that I showed. Actually, some of the hardest ones, believe it or not, are these, because these are from the Superstar series. See if I can get that into focus. Superstar. So they're names like John Schneider, Dukes of Hazzard fan, Bo Duke himself, ELO. We got Rex Smith, the Superstar Rex Smith. We got Crystal Gale, highly collectible. James Taylor, Santana. This one's actually, I see that everywhere. Some Billy Joel, and then Willie Nelson, Journey, and the Meatloaf. So those are pretty tough to find, mostly because they came out later. This was the last series before they did the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. So I think that's probably why they're tougher to find. People lost interest in them, and you know, not many people bought them, so they probably didn't make as many. But yeah, they have the Beatles collection. So, Yellow Submarine, White Album, Abbey Road, whatever that one is. Hey Jude. You can tell I'm not a big Beatles fan or collector. I guess I like them, but I don't have any of their albums. I think the Beatles, something new. Beatles 65. I really don't know much about the Beatles as far as their records. Beatles 6, I think some of these were like the American version of an album or something. I really don't know. Rubber Soul, Yesterday and Today, Trunk Cover, Revolver, Sgt. Pepper, and then the 2 greatest hits albums. These are on pink gum, by the way. And then we also got Let It Be, Hard Day's Night. Then we got Rolling Stones here. I'll just run through these real quick. Sticky Fingers, Exile, Goat's Head Soup, It's Only Rock and Roll, whatever this one is, Made in the Shade, Black and Blue. So they're pretty cool. They're reproductions of the actual albums. This is some girls. They took out. They didn't put the band faces or the copyrighted faces in that one. Emotional Rescue, Tattoo You, and then finally Still Life. Oops. But you get the idea. So yeah, there's a whole collection of these. I've got almost all of them, like I said. I'm going to rectify that shortly, get the last 2 that I'm missing. And let me just crack one of these open. This is the Knack, and I happen to have a bunch of these, so I don't mind opening one. So inside of these little records they had, let me see if I can figure out how to open them. They had little promotional things you could get. You could get a Kinks tour book for $4, which was a lot of money for me when I was a kid. But and then they had the lyrics to a song, Lola. Back then, I bought tapes mostly, so I didn't get the lyrics with mine, like you do with albums a lot of times. So that was kind of a big deal to have the lyrics. I mean, they used to sell magazines that were just lyrics, because where else were you going to get them? Again, albums sometimes have them. This broke. This was solid until I pulled it out, but that's the record that came with them. Just a pink vinyl. So looked at these on eBay and stuff, and people say some of the sellers are like, well, this gum is probably 30 some years old, which it is, so you better not chew it. But I figure, why not try it? Why not live dangerously, right? So that's a Chu-Bops. Thanks for watching. just for the record, this gum isn't really gum anymore. It's all falling apart, so I don't think I'm going to have much to chew on. So maybe I should have taken the advice and not chewed it, but if I get sick, then you'll all know why.